Yo, what is good? Welcome back to another episode of Marvin's Room. Thank you guys, as always, for joining me. Back for another episode, back for another hot take. These fire takes always bringing the heat for y'all. Y'all know I always bring the heat, the controversial takes. I feel like I talk about a lot of things other people don't talk about, and I love making these controversial videos. And today is another controversial video that a lot of y'all are probably not going to want to hear. A lot of y'all probably going to want to hit that unfollow button, that unsubscribe button, but guess what? I don't care, because I make videos that I think you guys need to hear. Anybody that's been following me for a long time, I make stuff that you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Because I realize that with a lot of you, especially with this specific person stuff, a lot of y'all go to coaches or you go to people that tell you what you want to hear, and you don't go to people that tell you what you need to hear. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, because I really want you guys to grow. I really want you guys to get what you want, and I want you guys to keep what it is that you want. Not this quick fix shit where you on and off with your specific person, or, you can't get to the bottom of it, or you feel like, you're stuck, or whatever the case may be. I'm here to bring you the controversial takes that you really need to hear. Now, before I get into today's video, you guys need to get in contact with me. I always leave my contact information in the description below. EFT videos still going strong. If you haven't checked it out, check out the EFT videos on my channel to manifest a specific person. Course is still going strong. A lot of lives being changed with that course. A lot of things happening, period. A lot of people changing, period, by just doing the EFT on my channel. So check that out as well, guys. Hope that it works wonders for you, because it has for other people. Super excited. Now, let's jump into today's video. Toxic positivity. Man, I see so much of this, especially when it comes to specific person. I see so much toxic positivity. It's like madness to me. You know what I mean? And me personally, I know people say things like, oh, ignore the 3D, circumstances don't matter. And that's very true. That's very true. But me personally, I've never ignored my 3D when manifesting. I've never ignored it. I've always accepted it, is what I did. And why do I say that? Because I'm sure some of you guys have heard the saying, what you resist, persists. It's just like right now, if I told you to go 30 seconds without thinking about me wearing a white t-shirt with a Nike sign on it, you couldn't do that. If I go tell you right now, go 30 seconds without thinking about me wearing a white Nike t-shirt, you couldn't do that. Why? Because the very thing I told you to not think about, the very thing I told you to resist, you're naturally going to persist in thinking about it, because I told you don't think about it. You know what I mean? It's weird how that stuff works, but if I tell you don't think about me wearing this shirt, you know what I mean? You're going to naturally do that. Your attention and focus is going to be on that. You know what I mean? And this is why I never resist my current reality, or I never, ignore circumstances, or I accept them. I accept it. And this is kind of like the same thing with the whole Neville Goddard technique. You know what I mean? When Neville Goddard talked about climbing the ladder, Neville Goddard said, right, I will not climb a ladder. I will not climb a ladder, and place it wherever, everywhere, basically. You know what I mean? On the mirror, on your wall, in your wallet, whatever. Just place it. I'm not going to climb a ladder. But when you go to sleep at night, I want you to visualize climbing a ladder. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of the same thing. Like, so that tells you that, your reality and your circumstances don't matter. But at the same time, I think it's how you go about it. I think it's how you go about it. And I think specifically in regards to a specific person, I think it's very toxic when I see some people constantly affirming things, especially when your specific person is like married, or your specific person is just like out there doing your own thing. It's like, yo, are you really going to do that for the rest of your life? Are you really going to take your precious thought energy, your precious heart energy, your precious words, your precious time to always be constantly affirming, oh, my specific person only has eyes for me. My specific person only misses me. My specific person only wants me. My specific person is always texting me. Like, if you're saying these things and your specific person is married, or your specific person is in a relationship, or whatever the case may be, me personally, and you're constantly affirming these things 24/7, I just think that that's like sad on some level. I think it's sad. Because the energy that you're taking to affirm that type of stuff, you should be using that energy to affirm for yourself. You should be using that energy for your self-concept work. You should be using that energy for self-love, not putting your specific person on a pedestal. Because the very fact that you put your specific person on the pedestal is why you're no longer on the pedestal. It's why you've been taken off the pedestal. Because you guys don't realize you're still putting your SP up here when you continue to affirm those type of affirmations, and you continue to put yourself down here when you affirm those types of affirmations. And you think that you're being positive, but you're really not. That's being super duper toxic to me, in my opinion, trying to manifest a specific person in general. And that's why I wanted to jump in here to make this video. And I know it's controversial because I know there's people out there saying the exact opposite. Oh, it's your reality. You whatever you want to do, yes, that's true. But at the same time, I think that your time and energy and words and thoughts are best used towards focusing on yourself. And this is what I did in order to manifest a specific person, which took me less than a year when I actually applied what I had learned. You know what I'm saying? I never tried to ignore my reality or ignore my circumstances. I accepted the fact that me and my specific person were no longer together. I accepted the fact that, whatever happened, happened. I accepted that. I did the shadow work. I made peace with the past. I made peace with, my specific person and whatever, was going on with her. Guys, that's real unconditional love. That is real unconditional love. A lot of you guys don't know what unconditional love really means. You guys think you have unconditional love for your specific person, but if you're constantly affirming my specific person wants me, my specific person only, has eyes for me or only wants to text me, my SP chases me, my SP can't live without me. If you're constantly affirming these things and your SP has moved on and your your SP is married, like think about that. Like your SP is literally married. Like they're married. Okay, and you're still affirming these things. Like that's sad to me, and it's to your detriment. It's detrimental to what you really want your success to be. And that's not unconditional love. If you really loved your specific person, you would accept that they've moved on. You would let that go. You would focus all of that energy, all of those affirmations, all of that love, all of that attention. You would focus all of that on you. Focus it on you. And I'm telling you, when you guys do that, magic happens. Magic 1,000,000% happens. This is how I was able to manifest. This is how I manifest to this day. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's money. If I never had money in the past, it wasn't like, oh, I'm ignoring my circumstances, I'm doing this. No, I would accept the fact, I don't have money. It's okay I don't have money right now. But guess what? I know an abundance is flowing to me right now. I know it's on its way. I know it's flowing. And I would walk in that knowing. I would walk in that power. Same thing with a specific person. It's like, I accept the fact that my specific person isn't here right now. But guess what? I know my specific person is on his way. I know every day it's getting closer and closer. I know that. But I think with a lot of you guys, the very fact that you are trying to ignore your reality, you're unintentionally creating more of that by ignoring it instead of accepting it and making peace with where you're currently at, having gratitude. Because the journey is really what you're going through right now. The journey isn't your final the prize is really what you're going through, the growth, the person you become while trying to manifest your specific person or trying to manifest, a job or money or whatever the case may be. That's the true gift. The gift isn't the destination necessarily. The journey is the gift. And I don't think a lot of you guys don't realize that. And that's what I want you to realize. But this starts by, in the beginning, acceptance for where you're at, gratitude for where you're at, because things could be a lot worse. And like I said, a lot of people, that's why it's the first step when people are addicted to things. When people are addicted to things and they go to rehab, The first step is always, you have to admit you have a problem. You have to admit you have a problem. You have to accept it. So if you're trying to manifest a specific person and they're no longer around, or they're in another relationship, or they're married, accept the fact that that happened, because that will bring you peace. And that peace that it brings you will allow you to show unconditional love, will allow you to put those affirmations and the energy into yourself. That instead of putting that into a specific, oh, my SP loves me, oh, my SP constantly thinks about me. Yo, your SP literally just got married or is literally in a whole nother relationship. Focus on you. And I'm telling you, when you focus on you, I don't know how, the universe just makes stuff happen. Your SP could end up leaving that person and end up coming back to you because they realize, oh, that's the person I really love. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys, I don't think people really understand the magic that happens when you really take all your affirmations and you take all your visualizations and you take all your just everything, your entire fiber of being, and you put that into your self-concept. Self-concept, self-love is literally the only thing you need to pretty much manifest anything in your life. It's not ignoring your reality. It's not ignoring your circumstances. You know, self-love and self-concept is something I highly recommend anybody to do when trying to manifest. All right, guys. Yo, listen, like I said, I know this is a hot take. I know a lot of you guys don't want to hear this. It's kind of like my other video I made on third parties. After I made that video, I had mad people unfollow me that day. I made that third party video. But like I said, I really don't care, because I'm not making these videos to be a yes man. I'm not a yes man, and I will never be a yes man. I'm not making these videos trying to tell y'all what y'all want to hear because I want your guys' money or whatever the case may be. Like, no, it's not about the money. It's about me giving y'all the truth. And it's about me calling you guys out, because a lot of you guys are running from the truth. A lot of you guys are running from, accepting your reality or accepting your SP has moved on. And that very reason is the reason why it continues to persist, is because you continue to think about it instead of accepting it and releasing it and letting it go. Which, when you do that, everything is going to fall in place and work out, and your SP will probably come back. Because I know mine did, and I know countless other people's SPs have come back by accepting instead of resisting. You know what I mean? Don't resist. Accept your current reality, bless it, and know that it's getting better and changes are happening day by day. All right, guys, this has been another episode of Marvin's Room. I want to thank you guys as always for joining me. I'll see you guys next time. You know where, you know when.